Hello YouTube, it's me, Honey Bun, back with another video on my MacBook. Super low quality production going down over here, but it's okay because it's easy to do it this way, right? And yeah, so I wanted to make another video about some records once again. Recently, I've started a new, we'll call it a residency, at a listening space in Manhattan called Silence Please. It's a showroom for some speakers, but they also have a lot of space for people to chill out, work, chat, drink really good tea. There's a record shop in there. You can dig for records and just hang out. And so recently, I've started to play there. I did my first one this past week. I'll be there once a month. And yeah, it was really cool. I have not really done a listening session before. So I feel like I definitely learned a lot about what sounds good in that situation, what doesn't, and the kind of music that I'd like to keep collecting for sessions like that. But nonetheless, I played some records, so I wanted to talk about a few that I brought with me and that I will probably bring with me for the next one because I didn't really play too many records this time, again because I was still filling out the situation. But yeah, let's just chat about a few. So if you followed me on Instagram, you would have seen that I posted this record that I just picked up. This is the Sarangi, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, and I really apologize if I'm not. But it's either the Sarangi or the Sarangi, something like that. This is the voice of 100 Colors. Again, I'm gonna perhaps mispronounce this, but this is by Ram Narayan, who plays this instrument, the sarangi. And the additional instrumentalists are here. And I'm not even going to attempt, guys, because these are really beautiful Northern Indian names. And I'm a girl from Texas, okay? So, yeah, but I picked this up recently at Ergot Records, which is a shop in the the East Village. And they always have really beautiful, weird, wonderful selections there. And I love to go through their new arrivals because it's just a podge of lots of really cool, random things. And so I found this. First of all, the artwork is so beautiful, if you can see it. But it's all these beautiful women dancing in a circle. And okay, so this is a recording of, again, Ram, who is one of the, I think one of the most prolific players of this instrument. This is an ancient instrument. I think it's one of the oldest instruments to ever exist or something like that. And it's renowned for its ability to sound very, very close to the human voice. There's a ton of strings on it, and it's a really beautiful string instrument, and it's super ancient. And yeah, so this is a recording of this artist Ram. It's a recording of him that was made here in America, in LA, but I believe it was his first trip over, and also the first time he had been recorded for a Western audience. I'm probably butchering this entire story. All to say that this record is really, really beautiful, and I played it at Silence Please, and it sounded really great. And I really noticed, I think when I do these listening sessions, or if I do more in the future, when you mix as a DJ, you're always in the mix, and you're trying to get to the next song, and you're not really present. You're not, everyone else is listening to what's playing, but as a DJ, I'm thinking about what's next. But what I loved about doing this session is that I was able to also be present with the room, with the listeners. And this one, especially when this came on, I really felt myself, okay, take a deep breath, pause, and sit and listen alongside everyone else. And it really forces you to do so just because of the sonics and the energy around it. So yeah, this was super interesting to play, and I'm sure I'll bring it with me next time because it just totally fit the vibe. Okay, in a similar line of location in the world, I found this record as well at Ergot. This is a recording of, this is some what do you call it, field recordings from Bali, from the 80s. And And yeah, so it was recorded in Bali by someone named David Luston. And Bali, I recently went to Bali last summer, and the culture there, I mean, I could go on and on and on about how beautiful of a place Bali is, and the spirituality there, the energy there is stunning. It's beautiful, life-changing for me. It was visiting this place. But the music there is very special, and the dancing is very, very special. So you can kind of see here, if you're not familiar with the Bali culture, here is a beautiful young woman who is in traditional clothing and dancing, and you can see her eyes. This was the biggest thing that stood out to me when I was in Bali, is the way that they dance with their eyeballs. So they make them super big, and they do all these crazy like movements with the eyes. It's so cool. If you look at the paintings and photos and things, you'll see a lot of that represented. But the music to go along with this very strange, I shouldn't say strange dancing, but it is a very intense dance and a very expressive dance. And to go along with it is this music that is, and I want to use these words, although they may sound negative or kind of dark, I don't mean them that way. So what I want to say is that the music is kind of spooky, y'all. It's kind of creepy, but in a really cool way. It's like, you really just have to hear it for yourself. But I loved it. I love things that fall in those categories again, especially when it's not in a sinister way, but it just is what it is. Okay. So this is gamelan and I'm gonna mispronounce it, Kecak, but I know that those are sort of like the types of music that come out of Bali. So yeah, again, this is some field recordings during some festivals there. They're always celebrating things there, and they're always, dancing and playing this really beautiful music. So yeah, I picked this up. I did not play this at Silence Please just because it is a bit intense. Maybe next time I'll play it, but I need to think about how to work it in and how to present it properly, because I don't want to just like throw it on carelessly and out of context. Okay, let's see what else I can pull out. Oh, okay. So this is something that I recently picked up as well. This is completely different from what I was just talking about. This is a compilation of some deep drum and bass. Some call it liquid drum and bass. Some call it intelligent drum and bass. Deep drum and bass. There's lots of terms for this kind of late 90s drum and bass. And this is some 97 compilation. I was super excited to find this at A1 Records. My friend Simon pulled it for me. And yeah, I love getting compilations just because, again, as a DJ, it's like just great to have lots of music in one record. But this has some really beautiful atmospheric, that's another term, atmospheric drum and bass, ambient drum and bass. So I only played, I think I ended my set actually with the first track on here, which is called Ambient Nature by The Collective. And yeah, so this was super cool. This is the Promised Land compilation series. This is volume 3, so I really need to go check out the other volumes. I believe each compilation is curated by a different famous DJ. I don't know who did this one actually. But yeah, so super excited to find this. I'm really into drum and bass and jungle. If you've seen my book club radio set, you would know that. And yeah, let's see if I can pull one more. I don't want to make this video too long. Let's see. Oh, okay, cool. Last thing I'll talk about is this record. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have also probably seen a clip that I posted of this. This is General Tree, Heart, Mind, and Soul. I picked this up at Rodeo in Brooklyn, where there's a record store in there. I don't remember the name of the record store in there, but it's inside of this really cool wine bar called Rodeo. This is some super great reggae dub music from, what year is this? I don't know what year this is from, but I picked this up because I throw a party called Soul Connection, and we always say that we're connecting the mind, body, and soul at our party, and then this is called Heart, Mind, and Soul, so thought it was just fitting This has some beautiful rhythms on them on here. The soul dub, outer dub, butter dub, ape dub, rider dub, lots of dubs on here. But I briefly looked this record up, and apparently, all of the instrumentation on here is from like real analog record. Instruments. Which again, my knowledge of Jamaican music and dubs and rhythms is super. It's not there at all. I'm working on it. But I think what was interesting in my research is that this is sort of deemed or like called organic rhythms because there's no electronic production involved in it. And you can really hear that when you listen to it. It does have this very organic, natural sound. And his voice is really beautiful. And yeah, so I also did not play this at Silence Please, but maybe I will one day. I played this at another, it wasn't a listening session, it was at a bar called Million Goods that I really love. That's in Greenpoint. I played this there, and it sounded great. So yeah, those are some things that I picked up recently. So it's kind of like a haul and also just kind of letting you guys know that I'm doing this kind of stuff nowadays. And yeah, I'm just excited to keep expanding my record collection. I'm learning so much about music. It's so exciting. As I'm digging in the shops, meeting so many people that are just so full of knowledge around music. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Check out some of this music if you're interested, or just some of the ideas or instruments or cultures that I talked about. I really recommend. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. We're at 12 minutes. Peace out. See you guys at the next one. If you're around, follow me on Instagram for all of the details. Okay? Peace out, y'all.